Hi folks, David Waring here again with InformedTrades.com and today's lesson of the day. In our last lesson we continued our futures trading course with a look at how to get set up with a futures demo trading account so we can place trades in the market without risking any real money. In today's lesson we're going to continue this discussion with a look at how to add quotes to the main window of the platform as well as some of the main features of this window. So let's get started.
Okay, so we want to start here by logging into our free demo trading accounts. If you haven't done so already, you're going to want to go ahead and pause this video now and click the link above the video where you can register for a free futures demo trading account so you can follow along as well. And once we've done that, that's going to bring up the main trading window of the platform, which is also called the quote board. And the first thing that we're going to want to look at is how to add quotes to the main page of the platform here. Okay, so the most popular futures contracts among individual traders are the E-mini index futures contracts, and in particular the E-mini S&P 500 contract. So for the purposes of this lesson, these are the contracts that we're going to focus on. The first thing that you need to know here is the symbol, which for the E-mini S&P 500 is ES, and you'll see there in the drop-down menu, if you're watching now, H9 beside that. H is the symbol for March, and that's 2009, indicating that this is the March of 2009 contract. If you're watching the video at a later date, the demo platform will automatically update with the active contract month when the time comes. So the main thing is that you select ES there. Okay? And then once you've selected that from the drop-down menu, you're going to want to click the blue plus sign. And as you can see here, that's going to add the quote for the March 2009 E-mini S&P 500 contract. The next contract that we want to add is the mini Dow, and the symbol for that is YM. So you're going to want to look for that in your drop-down menu here, and there it is, YMH9 here again for the March 2009 contract. And then once you have that selected, you're going to want to click the blue plus sign to add it to the quote board. Okay, and then finally we want to add the E-mini NASDAQ. The symbol for that is NQ, so just look for that in your drop-down menu here. And you can see it here, NQH9. Click the plus button there, and we've got the three primary contracts that we're going to be focused on all loaded up here. Platform allows you to move these things around and cancel them out pretty easily. So let's say, for example, that I wanted the E-mini S&P 500 contract to be the last contract. I can just do that by highlighting it and then using the down arrow here, or move it back up to the top by using the up arrow. If I want to delete one of these, I can do that by highlighting it and then clicking the red X there. Okay. The R button here is for rollover, and that's something that we're going to cover in later lessons. The Logon To Account button here is for if you have additional accounts, you can log on to them simultaneously without having to enter your login information again. The log is for any error logs that have come up while you're in the or error messages that have come up while you're in the platform. The P button is the properties button that allows you to change the colors and customize things a bit if you would like. The cumulative P&L button, since this is a day trading platform, they like to only give you P&L information when you ask for it to avoid having the platform having to continuously update that information, which puts additional stress on the system and can slow it down. So you click the cumulative P&L button to get your P&L, and it's updated in real time whenever you push that button there. Okay, you can see here we're going to go over the quote window when we start placing some trades in a little more detail, but a couple things to be aware of now. This cancel button is if you want to cancel all working orders that you have tied to a position. You click the cancel button, and that's not going to close out any open positions that you have, only open orders related to that position. Okay, so you can do all that from one place here. Now at the bottom of the screen you can see this is where you can manually enter to buy and sell. So if I click the ESH9, it populates that. If I want to update it here, and I can, buy and sell. This is kind of like if you've ever traded with like a TD Ameritrade stocks or something like that, this sort of simplified order window. Most people are not going to use this, but rather are going to use what's known as the DOM or trade ladder or price ladder, which you get to by clicking this little blue arrow beside the instrument. And this is similar to a level 2 window, or is a level 2 window, if anybody's day traded stocks before. Okay, and we're going to go over this window and exactly what you're looking at here in our next lesson. As always, if there's any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below, and good luck with your trading.